Hi, my name is Wesley Valton, and I'm giving a presentation on electrical safety in the construction field. Electrical safety can be divided into three groups: the fundamentals of electricity, electrical hazard control, and electrical hazard prevention. My video will focus on electrical hazard control. Hazard control is a safety practice which all workers must take into account before starting the job. Unsafe equipment and workplace safety are the main issues in this area. Topics would include overhead power lines, grounding of wires, junction boxes, exposed wires, and inadequate wiring. Hopefully by the end of this video, my goal is to communicate electrical hazards to anyone who does work around electricity and to make the workplace safer. Electrical wires carry a charge from a source to a product. They need to be protected and out of the way. Breaker boxes close off these connections and need to be labeled properly. Junction boxes are used in areas where the electrical wire has split off from the main source. A junction box should look like this, but have a cap on top of it and the wire is protected inside. This junction box had a fire breakout, as you can see with the melting, but it did not spread outside of the box itself. And this last box is a hazard in itself, needs to be replaced and a cap put on. Power lines carry extremely high voltages and are typically not insulated. Certain types of equipment in danger when using power lines would be cranes, ladders, or scaffolds, or anything of that nature. When working around power lines, a rule of thumb is keep 3 feet of clearance for lines under 300 volts, 10 feet of clearance for lines over 300 volts, and 10 feet plus 0.4 inches for every kilovolt over 50 kilovolts. Furthermore, warning signs should be posted and workers should be required to have special training and PPE. Electrical wires come in different sizes and gauges. The tool seen here is a gauge tool. The wire is dependent upon the amount of current that is going to pass through it. Hazards can occur when the wire is too small for the current or the wire being used is not rated for that use. Typically the wire should be a 3-wire type, which means there's a hot, a cold, and a ground within the sheathing of the wire. Damaged cords can be caused by aging door or window edges, activity in the area, staples, or fastening. Repairs to the cords can only be made to cords that are 12 gauge or larger, and repairs must maintain outer sheath properties, which means no electrical tape. Failure to address these issues immediately can result in shocks, burns, or fires. Improper grounding is one of the most frequently cited OSHA standards. Using a GFCI, or ground fault circuit interrupter, it protects you from shock. It also detects difference between the current and the black and white wires. And if a ground fault is detected, it shuts off in 1/40th of a second. GFCIs come in several shapes and sizes and can be mounted on the wall as well. In fact, in kitchens and baths, they are required due to the amount of appliances used within the presence of water.